So I want to talk about witnessing or, preaching to convert people. I got this letter in the mail today, which is actually a first for me. It's from a Jehovah's Witness, and it was actually correctly addressed, my name, my first and last name to my address, which is maybe a little weird. I don't know how they have my first and last name, but that's fine. And this letter probably seems to be written by someone who's, I don't know, maybe in high school or middle school. And it makes me so sad. So this person is writing, if you can read the beginning of this, it says, "We are writing to encourage you." And they list all these things that you might be struggling with. Depression, high cost of living, loss of a loved one, or health problems. And so this person, who I don't know their age, I'm just judging by the handwriting, so I could be wrong. And they are now giving you advice on how to cope with those incredibly difficult, painful things. How can you cope? Do not focus on the worst case scenarios. Such thinking does little more than drain emotional reserves. And then gives a Bible verse that says, "Don't be anxious." That could be devastating for someone to hear. Here, if they're talking to people who have depression, who have lost a loved one, and you get a letter in the mail that says, just don't be anxious about it. I relate to this in that I remember being in those shoes in high school. And I remember the sincerity with which I wanted to help people. And now looking back, I see the naivety I had in not actually knowing what people were going through and having no idea how to actually effectively help people. And I know that things like this probably come from a good place, feeling like you have the keys to the kingdom, you have the answer to eternal life, and so you have to share it with people. But man, doing it like this is just going to cause more harm than good. So to the girl who sent me this, I sincerely hope you're doing okay, and I hope maybe you can find more effective ways to communicate with people in the future.